Hi, thanks for coming to my channel. I'm Your Everyday Joe. Today's recipe is going to be a really cool appetizer. I'm going to be making stuffed meatball pouches using the Ninja Foodi. Stay tuned.
If you want to show support to this channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. And to stay up to date on new content, when we release it, ring the notification bell. Now let's get into the video.
The ingredients we're going to be using here: about a half a pound of ground beef, half a dozen buttermilk biscuits, some breadcrumbs, mayonnaise, minced garlic, minced onion, grated cheese, salt, black pepper, onion powder, Italian seasoning, diced fresh mozzarella, Worcestershire sauce, and olive oil. All right, so first we're going to take the ground beef, and this is about 2/3 of a pound, half a pound to 2/3 of a pound. And I just use a fork here just to lighten it up. I want to make sure that I get it separated a little bit. I don't want to mash it up too tight, because it'll get hard and stiff when you cook it. So we're just going to add some seasoning to it. A little bit of olive oil, maybe a teaspoon, very little. Same thing with Worcestershire sauce. Just a couple of dabs, just to give it a little flavor, because these are not going to be full-size meatballs. They're going to be small meatballs, maybe about 1.5 to 2 inches diameter. Okay, going to add very finely minced green onion, and you want to keep the mince really small for meatballs. Otherwise, you're going to have big chunks of onion. And if that's what you like, I mean, that's fine too. I'm going to add maybe half a teaspoon of minced garlic. Again, very, very small mince. Otherwise, you're going to be chewing on garlic. Okay, I've got some onion powder here, just a little bit to enhance the onion flavor. A little bit of salt, just a pinch, or to your taste. I'm going to add some of the Italian seasoning. And this is the Italian seasoning I've made. You can see it in this video here. That I took from my arrow garden here, and I just dried it out in the oven. Mixed it all together, made my own homemade Italian seasoning. It's pretty easy to do. All right, so put a couple of pinches of that in it, and some breadcrumbs in here. And I'm just going to eyeball this. It's probably going to be maybe about a tablespoon, maybe a couple tablespoons. Don't want to use too much. Okay, let's just give this a little bit of mix here, just to get everything kind of incorporated. All right. And last thing I want to add here is about a tablespoon, maybe a little less, of mayonnaise. Now, I use mayonnaise here in this instance. I don't always use it, but sometimes, in case you run out of eggs or don't want to use eggs, you can use mayonnaise. It does have eggs in it. It's made with eggs, oil, salt, pepper, and some other seasonings. So it has another little flavor enhancement to it. And the texture-wise, it keeps the meatballs from drying out. So I'm just going to add, it's about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more than a tablespoon here. Okay. And again, I'm just going to use a fork to mix that all together, because I don't want to press it. I want to keep it fluffy. All right. Okay, probably add some more breadcrumbs in here. So you don't want it too wet of a mixture. You want a little bit on the drier end. Okay, and a fork really works well in getting everything incorporated, because you can spread it all out. All right, looks like we're pretty good here. Just give it a feel. Yep. You want to make sure that it sticks together, and you can roll it up. That's a good texture. So we get the fork out of here. So let's get the fork out of here. Okay, so I'm just going to take this. This is about a tablespoon's ice cream scooper, or you don't have to use it, but it just makes everything more uniform. So you kind of keep everything the same. All right, so meatball size you're going to make, and you don't want to press it too much. That's about the size you have. So what we're going to do with the mozzarella is we're going to stuff that on the inside. Again, optional, you don't have to do that. I'm using fresh mozzarella, which I've diced pretty finely, pretty small, so I can stuff it inside there. You can use the dry shredded mozzarella, that works too, or none at all. This is it's going to work either way. So just poke a hole in there like that. And we're going to take a little bit of it just to get it in there. Don't want to overdo it because it will spill out. And just fold it in here. And this is another reason why you want to have small pieces in the mince. That way you don't have these big chunks all over the place and keeps it from sealing. So here, give it a little roll here, a little twirl. All right, and there you have it. So I'm going to make the rest of these here, and then I'll bring you back when these are done, and we'll get them into the air fryer. Here we go. And looks like we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got 11 out of that, and that's about 2/3 of a pound of meat. So looks like we're going to be good here. So we're going to close the air crisp lid. So we set it to 400 degrees, and we'll put the timer on to about 12 minutes. All right, so now the Ninja Foodi just stopped. We're going to open this up and take a look. Oh, you can see all the cheese just melting off, and that's fine. We want it to be kind of gooey. But we don't want to wrap them while they're still hot, so we're just going to pull them out of here right now. Look at that. That's gorgeous. Nice. You can just eat them just like this. That's fine. So you can see it's got a little bit of a crust on them. So see that? The bottoms are nice and dark here. The Ninja Foodi tends to crisp up the bottoms better in this basket than the tops, but that's fine. We don't want them too crispy. Okay, so we're just going to take these out here. All right, and I'm going to show you how I make the wrap. And I just use these buttermilk biscuits, any kind you get in the little pouches that you bust open there. So for something this small, I don't want to use the whole thing because it just puffs out too big and you have a little meatball on the inside. So I take half, just slice that in the middle here. And because I want to make them round, easier to wrap, I just close that off like this, make it into a round kind of a disc here. All right, like that. And give it a little bit of flour because these have some butter in them. They're little pieces of butter in this style here. So just gonna take a rolling pin and you just want to spread them out, not super thin, but enough so they'll wrap the meatball with it. And you know, this goes pretty quick. This is pretty soft dough. So just gonna give that little bit more flour. And you want to make sure you flour your pin if you use it. If you want to stretch it by hand, that's fine too. Whatever ways it's going to make life easier for you. Okay, so this is probably what you want. I mean, it's about a 4-inch disc, just to be able to wrap the meatball. Okay, put that aside. So I'll continue making these, and then I'll bring you back when the meatballs have all been cooled down. You want it really cool because they're going to cook again for probably another 5 to 7 minutes in the air fryer, in the air crisp pan. So I'll bring you back when we get to that point. So now the meatballs have cooled for about 10 minutes. I finished making my little wraps here from the biscuits. So we're going to assemble here, and it's real simple. Take a wrap, stick the meatball in the middle, and just fold it in together here. All right. Yeah, like this. Okay, and I just give it a little press. The seam side is going to go down in here, like that. And we'll do a couple more here. And wrap. And the opening with the cheese, if it explodes on you this way here, just stick it to the top. You know, and just fold everything in here. Now you can use a little bit of water if it doesn't stick, but you know, this is pretty soft right now, so it seems to be holding. So I'm not going to get all 11 in there because they're going to puff out a little bit. So I'm probably going to do about 6 or 7, whichever I can fit in there. So fold that up. And again, this moves quickly. It's a nice little project you can do with your kids or for yourself. Either way, this isn't difficult to do. We don't do many difficult things here. We keep them simple because we're more interested in eating the food than making it. All right. So seal that like that. Okay, this one here, and I think we'll get one more after this in here. Okay, give it just a little bit of a press here, just to make sure it seals up. All right, and the last one here. So we're going to get 2 batches out of this, so we're going to have to do this twice. Now, if I was using my power air fry oven, I would probably get them all into one, multiple racks, and have to switch those around. But we're using the Ninja Foodi for this recipe today. So we've got 6 of them here. Got probably another 5 here. So I'm going to get this going. We're going to close the lid here. Okay, turn the power on. Go to air crisp. Set that to 400. And we're only going to go about 5 or 6 minutes. We're going to keep an eye on it because once it starts turning brown and golden, it may go quick on you. So 5 or 6 minutes. We'll go 6 minutes here and start. And I'll bring you back when these are done. I'll let you know what the total time and temperature was. Okay, I just took these pouches out of the Ninja Foodi. They're still piping hot. So I'm going to cut them open just to show you what they look like here. You can see in my little presentation here how nice they look. So just cut that open here. So, I mean, look at that. Nice. Almost like a mini meatball Wellington, but it's got the Italian flair to it. It's an Italian meatball with mozzarella in it. So you can see it cooked really nicely. It's not overcooked. And using the mayonnaise keeps it nice and moist. They don't dry out. They don't get like breadcrumb, too much breadcrumb. The mayonnaise keeps it really moist. So these are nice for appetizers for a party, birthday party or something, or ball game. You know, make a few of these and watch the game when it comes back on. So these are still very hot, but smell good. I'm sure they taste great too. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of a marinara sauce. This is some pre-made marinara that I've made previously. Put that to the top here, and you know what? It just wouldn't be Italian without a little Parmigiano on the top. So we're just going to sprinkle a little Parmigiano on top. Bon appetit. Really good. Really simple meal. So we hope you enjoyed this video, this recipe. It's a simple meatball pouch recipe. Hope you enjoyed watching us, spending some time with us. Go ahead and check out some of our videos here on the side. Give us some likes, some comments. If you like the video, go ahead and share it. And we hope to see you in the next video. Thanks.